Welcome back to the box office, guys. We got another episode headlining Junior Fa, the underdog, versus Joseph Parker, the favorite. He's opening up the lines at a very, very favorable minus 900, meaning Joseph Parker, you bet $900, you get $100 back if he wins. Junior Fa, you bet 100, you get 550 back. You walk out with 650 out of the sportsbook if he pulls up the upset. This would be a major upset. Interestingly enough, Junior Fa has beaten Joseph Parker twice in the amateurs. So let's keep it going, guys. Let's take a quick look at the tail of the tape. So Joseph Parker, he is 6'4", and his reach is 76 inches. Junior Fa, on the other hand, is 6'5", and his reach is 80.5 inches. All right, meaning Junior Fa is the taller and does have a reach advantage over Joseph Parker, something that he used in the amateurs to pull off the upset. All right, the over and under for this fight is 10.5 rounds. It is at a minus 125 for under 10.5 rounds. It is at a minus 110 for over 10.5 rounds. The sportsbook have it as Joseph Parker winning by knockout, potentially by decision, but they don't think this fight is going to go the distance. And this is just Vegas's prediction. This is just what they are thinking how the bout will go, how it will play out. And they are interestingly always pretty close. They had Oscar Valdez versus Barcho at a 9.5, and it ended in the 10th, right around the range where they wanted it or thought it would end. So, keys of victory for the favorite, Joseph Parker. So, a couple things that you have to look at is this man is the taller man and he does like to come forward. So, Joseph Parker, what you're going to have to do is you're going to stab him when he's coming in. All right, if he's just walking in, head in a straight line, pop him with that jab as he's coming in. If he starts moving that head, trying to come in straight line, pop him to the body. Start poking him. All right, start stabbing him up top, up to the body. And number two, I put be precise on defense with the energy, because you're gonna want to be moving around and you want to have that energy for the 12 rounds. You don't want to get bullied. You don't want to be fighting off your back foot, having to fight the perfect fight, and then 10th round comes, because or 10.5, is what the sports books have it at. 10th round, 11th round comes, and it starts getting tough. Your legs are getting tired, and they start tagging you up. No, keep it nice and tight. Stay moving. Use your angles. Use your footwork, and you should be okay. Junior Fa comes forward. He's very, very stiff, and he's gonna meet you there. All right, he's not gonna be the one to run away and make things look pretty. He's gonna come straight forward. So stab him coming in. Be precise on defense. Catch when you have to. Bob and weave. For the most part, you don't want to catch too many punches, especially at the heavyweight level. And you want to set traps and surprise a guy. Give him something to think about. If he's coming straight up and you're jabbing him with the to the jab to the body, and he starts dipping in, throw a jab to the body and come up top. Surprise him. Mix up your offense. Use your footwork. If he's coming in hot and you clinch, and then he comes in again and you clinch again, and then make him think you're going to clinch. Throw a little hook. Mix it up with the hooks, the punches, the counters, the clinches. You're going to want to mix it up. You are the more athletic of the two, I would say. You do have more athletic movements in the ring, as in you stay on your toes. You can kind of throw angle jabs, throw punches a little more crisp. Whereas as I do feel Junior Fa is a little more of that thudding power, but he is a big dude. And you have to respect big dudes, especially when they come in at 6'5" with an 80.5-inch reach. You do have to respect that. And remember, stab them coming in. Boom, boom. Be precise on defense with energy so you can go throughout the whole fight. Moving around, using your feet, setting traps. You do this, I don't want to say you'll get the guy out, but you have a big chance because you guys are heavyweights. You guys do hit hard, and the cleaner you hit someone, Punches are different when you're a heavyweight. That's why I love when there's double digits on the over under with heavyweights, and it's 10 and a half. That kind of Vegas, that's how Vegas gets me. That's how I fall into their trap. uh, but stab them coming in, be precise on defense, and set traps. Use the athletic movements, fight off the jab, mix it up with 2, 3 punches at a time, roll out, and then just angle out. Don't stay there. Don't be a target to get hit. All right. You do this and you're going to cruise to a victory. You are the heavy favorite and you are projected to knock this guy out. But it is a big dude. All right. So beware, especially those who are betting for Parker to win by KO, who get very, very specific. Let's be real. There's absolutely no value in Joseph Parker money line in this bout. So on to the underdog. So the underdog, you're coming in at 6'5", um, and you've beaten this guy twice in the amateurs. You have to kind of build off that confidence that you already have from beating him. You have to kind of keep moving forward, keep pushing him back, because he's a very I don't want to say like twitchy fighter, but he's more of a boxer. His punches don't necessarily aren't one punch pop, your out pop punches. They're kind of like a clean, crisp punches. They stun you. He keeps hitting you. You go down type of thing. So push him back. Make him fight off that back foot. Make him not get leverage and fight off that jab. If you smother that jab, boom, start timing it, catching it, and then fire off with your own punches, you can start pushing him back and take steam off of his punches, especially considering you're the bigger guy in there. You should be able to push him back, especially if that's your whole game plan. All right, you're going to start off with that. You're going to want to land bombs. And the reason it sounds more simple than what it is, you want to land bombs because you'd want him to second guess his strategy. If he thinks he's going to be boxing you and you start catching him with jabs when he's trying to jab you and keep you away, maybe he wants to throw a hook and you two are catching hooks and throwing them. You want to land those punches to make him second guess the counter. You make him double think. You make him think twice before countering because he's going to shoot to counter. You make him double think with landing punches. Man, that right hand hurt. Okay, I mean the counter. Oh, I just couldn't put it off because I'm staying nice and tight so I don't get hit. That's when you're going to start having success with your offense. That's when pushing him back is going to start to show. And that's when you're going to start having crisper punches landed on your opponent. If you can land some bombs and make him think before he just starts countering. And keep the energy. 12-round fight. You guys are big dudes. Make sure that you can keep that energy throughout the whole fight. Don't gas out. And then you guys will be in the road for a really, really good fight, especially if you're having them fight off the back foot, landing bombs throughout the fight. You can potentially even stop this guy. And that bet in its own has a lot of value. The Junior Fa by knockout has a lot of value, guys. Don't forget that one. Now, for my prediction, I do think Joseph Parker should be able to come in and win this bout. He should be able to come in, outbox the guy. He is a little more seasoned. He does have good punch power. Junior Fa, for as physical as he is, he doesn't have, let's say, a 90% knockout ratio. He doesn't. And that's why there's so much value in a Junior Fa knockout. This knockout is going to be mainly more, if he does get it, based off confidence of him winning and beating Joseph Parker twice in the amateurs. Right now, as it stands, Junior Fa winning by KO, TKO, or DQ is at a plus 1,400, meaning you bet $100, you get $1,400 back. You're walking out of that sports book with $1,500 in your pocket because Junior Fa went in there and knocked out Joseph Parker. Is it likely? Absolutely not. But they're heavyweights, and if you do start to think, okay, how do heavyweights win? These are big dudes. If a lucky punch is going to land in any fight and hurt someone, it's going to be in a heavyweight bout. It's not going to be in those lightweights, although it does happen. Chances are, if a punch does get blocked and he still lands it crisp, you can still hurt someone because of how big you are. That's the difference between heavyweights and any other division in this sport. There is value in that Junior Fa knockout mainly because he's already beaten him twice in the amateurs. Now, let's say Junior Fa, you know, it can be smoke and mirrors, right? Because he lost to Efe, uh, who already has 2 losses and hasn't looked, you know, like the heavyweight prospect he should be. But boxing is all about confidence. And if he can put it together and land that one punch and get him out of there, there's value in that. More value than I would say a one punch knockout happening in a, let's say, welterweight, lightweight, featherweight, bantamweight weight class. Regardless, there's value in that bet. Doesn't mean I think it's going to happen. I think Joseph Parker should be able to win this fight. He should be potentially even land enough clean punches to get him out of there. That's what he did in his last fight when he fought in the Mikey Garcia undercard. Joseph Parker, under 10.5 rounds is looking very nice for me right now. I still need to evaluate a little bit more to see what I'm going to do, but that's what's looking like the best for me, only because an under 10.5 does cover in case Junior Fa does win by knockout early on in the middle rounds, lands something big. It does cover that. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the same value, but it has enough value in a one-sided fight that's at a minus 900. The under 10.5, you know, boxing is very different from any other sport. There's no, as you would say, garbage time points that can mess with the spread. All it really is you get hit enough, you're going to go down. Joseph Parker, if he executes, I feel like lands enough clean punches, he can get him out of there. Under, I'm a sucker for the under in heavyweight bouts, but who knows? We'll see. I do think Joseph Parker should be able to win this fight. By knockout or decision is to be determined. But it is a very winnable fight because he is a more seasoned veteran in the pro game. And they're heavyweights. It's a different ball game. Junior Fa kind of just comes forward, has all the makings of a rough and tough fighter who can, you know, withstand those 10.5. But with heavyweights, I like to flirt with the under 10.5. Once again, guys, this is the box office. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time with more bets, odds, and predictions, guys. Take care.